Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. So in our last episode, we had just head out to Arcadia to meet our mom and Brasidas, who then talked to us about the the man they call the Archon. Basically, he's the one who's actually got the bounty out on us. And oh boy. And so he's the one who's got the bounty out on us, and we were given two options to either side with our mother and kill him, or side with Brasidas and try and do this less violently, or perhaps, you know, less publicly. So we ended up siding with Brasidas, and were told to come meet him here at his house, which was located outside of the city gates. Um, so let's see what happens.
There has to be some proof for... You came. Lagos still lives then?
What exactly is this place?
Lagos is a very public figure in Arcadia. This is where he handles his more private affairs.
Remind me, why are you covering for the man who wants me and my mother dead?
I've known Lagos a long time. He got supplies through to my lines when my soldiers were starving. For him to act so dishonorably is completely out of character.
What are you looking for?
If we can find out who's manipulating Lagos, there'll be no need for blood.
I thought Spartans drank blood for breakfast.
I've seen enough for 2 lifetimes. Still, I have hope.
You're getting soft, Brasidas.
When Leonidas died at the Hot Gates, we all came together against a common enemy. Athenians, Spartans, fighting side by side. What is it?
Someone's here.
Were you followed?
No,
Good. You had the letter from Lagos?
I do.
Our job is to deliver this to the scorched tree, near a golden field. Someone will meet us there and take it to the hideout.
A letter from Lagos? It could have the answers we need.
I'll follow them. You keep searching the house.
So something to note here, it will point if you are able to. So we already have the scorched tree here, but you can actually follow these individuals as well. They will lead you to the exact location. And there is no like time constraint again to this. If you just don't follow them right away, they simply, the two are already at the scorched tree. Whereas if you're, kind of doing what I'm doing and just heading right through the woods, obviously you will beat them there. So it's kind of little extras that, I mean, one less enemy to take out because he's not there yet.
I was brought here with Lagos' family. I thought we'd be killed.
Where are they?
Below ground, with many guards.
I need you to go tell my friend Brasidas I found them. He should be in an old farmhouse northeast of Tiea.
I'll do it. Thank the gods you came to help us.
So it turns out the reason he's assisting is not out of choice, but that his family was kidnapped.
Abandoned farmhouse? Cultists? Hideout must be nearby.
This is your last day.
You know, I really like that ability. It really makes it quite quick to take your enemies
Wonder
out.
what's down.
could I have missed that? Just straight there. Didn't see him.
Hear me! I am innocent! Release me! Ah, you have saved me! Who are you?
Cassandra, Brasidas sent me.
Are we going home?
I have no idea. We've been trapped in this filthy cave for days, with no word from Lagos whatsoever.
You're free, but it's not safe to return to Lagos yet.
Are those scary men still with Peter?
Have you heard of the cult of Cosmos?
Only in whispers. Ever since my husband found new business partners, they've stationed guards around our home. For our safety, he said. Then one day, those guards dragged us here.
They're making your pater do things he doesn't want to do. I'll find Lagos and release him from these scary men.
And what of us? I can't go back to that Rex. And now that these guards are dead, we're in danger.
For now, go to my friend Brasidas. He'll meet you at the safe house, northeast of Tegea.
Where Lagos has his secret meetings.
Are you angry, Mater?
I am grateful you saved us. We'll go find Brasidas. Here.
Ούτε πόποτε αποδράσω εντεύθεν.
Alright, so now that we have done the mission for Brasidas and saved his family, all we have left to do is to actually go and, you know, deal with Lagos himself. Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, so we'll just hop into that video and, or rather, continue this video and see how this plays out. Alright, so as you'll notice, our bounty has actually dropped from when we were here last. Or rather, from the last little bit, we are down from a bounty of 3 to just a bounty of 2. So it is slowly going down. And as you'll notice, we also kind of ran right past one of the bounty hunters. So he's on the hunt for us. He's not too far behind, obviously, though the horse did help to leave him in the dust. Hopefully once we complete these missions here, that it does remove our bounty, as personally, I don't like having the bounty. It makes things that much more difficult, especially as an assassin build like this, simply because we don't have the warrior damage to really be able to take out and handle these fights a little bit easier. If we did have the warrior build that I'm used to playing, wouldn't be much of an issue at all to be able to really take these guys out. Alright, so I didn't actually intend on fighting the pig. I just used it to get some adrenaline back as we were starting to run quite low. But now that we're out of harm's way there, we'll regen that lost little bit of hit points. But this way we have a little bit of adrenaline to be able to do whatever it is we need to do at this fort here. As we may need to assassinate some people getting to Lagos, and you know, I still want to try and not kill Lagos, but we'll see how that plays out. Alright, so it does look like we have a fairly large amount of people here, so I may need to assassinate a few of them in order to get close enough. Hopefully it won't be too difficult here. And that will be able to sneak up to these guys and be able to do what we need to do.
I knew you'd come find me sooner or later.
What tipped you off?
I know it was you who freed my family. They're safe thanks to you.
I did what I had to, even with everyone in Arcadia trying to kill me.
The world is so chaotic now.
The cult made it that way.
We're living in divided times. Sparta against Athens. Old against new.
And you think the cultists aren't stoking the flames on both sides?
I've seen what they can do, what they're willing to do. I want what's best for Arcadia. I'll consider what you have to say.
It's not too late. Leave the cult of Cosmos and join Brasidas.
You consider me your ally today. How can I know you and Brasidas won't change your minds?
We can work together against our common enemy. You deserve better than to live under the threat of the cult.
You sound like Brasidas when he was your age. You give me hope. The cult gave me this. They said it was a sign of my devotion. Maybe you can use it against them.
I'm sure I can find a way.
I left the bounty on you and Merini, and may you find success in your fight against this evil.
Thank you, Archon. We appreciate it.
You saved my family from the cult by yourself. You're courageous.
Why?
You've made an enemy of a king. Pausanias threatened my family with torture and death if I betrayed him.
Pausanias? Do you have proof?
Here. Evidence of his treachery.
Thank you. I'll see about this King of Lies.
Ares has chosen me to lead the Spartans to glory. There can only be one.
Alright, so what I would like to point out here is how cooperative Lagos was. Now this was actually due to the way that we had handled this situation and the situation with the Monger. If we had executed the Monger publicly, or gone through that route there with the Hetera, he actually won't side with you. Basically, he feels too uneasy and basically says, I know what you did to him, I know what you do to the cult members. No, I don't believe you. Then he ends up fighting you. If he does fight you, he never gives you the information on exactly which king it is. So in order to get all the evidence that you need, and to be able to 100% know that it is King Pausanias, you need to, you need to be able to rescue him peacefully. Now they do still give you the count for having him eliminated, though it isn't done yet. Once we return to Brasidas up here, it does count him as defeated, and it will also give us the triangle piece in order to upgrade your spear if you have not already fully upgraded it like we have. So there is that going through all that there, but yeah, it's just good to point out that if you do end up killing him peacefully, or rather, not killing him, but if you kill the Monger peacefully, and then you talk to Lagos and you rescue, or he rescues family and you talk to Lagos, he will actually side with you, give you the information you need. So that's just a noteworthy point there.
The bounty is lifted. Lagos is alive.
See? I knew we could solve this without violence.
That cultist deserved to die.
Lagos is no longer with the cult. I convinced him he's safer without them.
The cult of Cosmos would eat their own young if it serves their needs.
Not Lagos. He was being blackmailed by King Pausanias. He had Lagos's family at knife point, and I have proof.
King Pausanias? We must return to Sparta to confront him.
You're right. We've done all we can. It's time to go to Sparta.
Yes, it's time we returned.
Very well. I'll take my leave of you, Cassandra. I won't soon forget your good work here. It was good to see you again, Marini. Though we had our disagreements, I do hope you regain your house soon.
Arcadia is safe once more.
And the bounty is lifted. We are free to travel without fear.
Then let's continue our journey.
another thing to point out is Pausanias is always the coldest king. That is something that doesn't change, which I'm sure doesn't surprise you. What is unique is even if you know for a fact that it is him, and you go and like you don't save Lagos's family, or you end up you kill Monger publicly, and you're not given the option to peacefully resolve this situation. Um, Even if you go at this point, like we're going to accuse him, so you would still accuse, and it gives you the choice of who you want to accuse. Even if you accuse him, basically they'll stay. There's not enough evidence, you can't prove it. So there's not much you can do there. I will let you know that if you do go that route, as I have gone that route in the past, once you do confront him, they tell you basically, no, there's no evidence, there's nothing you can do. Once you do end up killing him, he has the evidence needed on his body, so you can, once you kill him, then end up, yep, see, I told you he was blackmailed, and they don't end up putting essentially a king's bounty on your head.
I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Cassandra. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I'm sure.
I'll gather the F4s and meet you in the throne room.
Who are the F4s?
You don't remember? Then again, you were only a child. The 5 F4s are elected from the citizens of Sparta. They have power over even the kings. You need to convince them if you wish to save Sparta from the cult's control.
See you in the throne room.
What are we waiting for?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You summoned the F-Force?
You must have achieved some success to earn this adoring crowd.
I brought home a wreath for Sparta. Though I had to enter the games and win it myself.
Very good. But what of our Pancration champion Testicles?
There was an accident at sea before he could compete.
Games are hardly important. What about Viotia?
Stentor and I defeated the Athenian forces. You have nothing to worry about.
If you have nothing but good news to share, why did you call for the F-Force?
We were told serious charges would be brought.
Serious charges? Against whom?
Now, even, I like that they do this, that even though you have the information and you know it is Pausanias, it still lets you accuse the other one here. So obviously we do know it is Pausanias. So
You act as if you don't know. Against you, Pausanias, I have traveled Spartan lands and beyond, and found proof of Pausanias' betrayal. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos. These traitors are willing to kill hundreds to rule thousands. Here's all the proof you need.
Proof? What proof?
So the rumors are true. We never would have thought a king could be so dishonorable.
Honor belongs to history.
You deserve death.
How
for
dare
your
you
crimes.
threaten a king?
Pausanias, you are king no more. As of this day, you are exiled from Sparta.
Before Athena and Ares, I swear you'll regret this. Justice will be done.
You'll have your justice, puppet king.
Forgive us, my king. My daughter couldn't let him stay in power any longer.
Of course not. You've more than earned your citizenship. Sparta owes you thanks, and releases your home unto you.
Your home has returned.
Our home, lamb. Let us leave the court to its business. We'll talk outside. As for Pausanias, it would be wise to deal with him as soon as possible.
I will. He is a cultist, after all.
When you've dealt with him, meet me at home.
With pleasure.
King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos.
I'll have to kill him myself.
Alright, so now that we know exactly who he is, though we still haven't gotten the details here, obviously we do know him. And what they mean about finding more information is if we hadn't killed all of these people here, we could actually go and get additional information from even this guy here, which will then just further give inkling on who it could be. So I am going to just mark him on the map, and we'll just take him out and deal with him right now, while he's essentially right here. As you do see, he is trying to flee and head, basically escape Sparta. He was exiled. Essentially, his cover is blown, and he's in a land full of enemies, which, I mean, he rightfully made, but it's easier to take him out right away while he's still right here.
There's Pausanias, Malaka.
Does seem that he does have a couple of guards, so I will use our cheaty attack here.
I will break every bone in your body.
Gonna try and lure him away from the road. That way, we aren't
You're
as
a disgrace
interrupted.
to Sparta.
Not everybody got the memo that Pausanias is a bad guy, because this guy just came after us. So I'm just going to pay off that bounty since we can pay that one off. And then just finish taking out this guy here. It's not a very hard fight, but you know, with the lack of damage, it is kind of a long
I'll drag your corpse through the streets.
And of course, we've missed our attack. Weren't able to get that heal off, and he just, you know, essentially he two-shot us. So that is again, a downside of playing a pure assassin build, is just how squishy you are, especially on the higher difficulties. So hopefully we can drag him out a little bit further this time, and we don't have that same problem.
Help me! It's a...
Alright, so that time with that sneak attack, as you can see, we did do quite a bit more damage to him. Though he did just heal up.
I'll run you down!
Just trying to kite them around to get a little bit extra points built up. As you can see, we are passing a few enemies. Hopefully we can get far enough away to really avoid getting any more.
Your life means nothing. Your death means nothing.
As you know, obviously the more that we have, the larger this bounty, and the harder it's actually going to be to take them out.
Come now, you can do better than that. That wasn't smart. Another fool for the crows.
I'm just having no luck being able to do this. So we'll give it one more go. If we're not able to, what I'll do is I'll just pick that up in the next video. But we'll give it one more go. I got faith in myself.
Make way!
Get out of here, Misthios! Bow to your king, you insolent dog! Say goodbye! You don't look like much. You are going to be slaughtered.
You know, it's really not helping that he is just healing himself.
You should have never returned to Sparta. I'll drag your corpse through the streets. You won't get far! You won't escape, Mistios!
Was our last save here, so I do just need to actually go and do a manual load of our autosave. I'm gonna try, so we did do gluten-free. This would be the one we're on right now. So I'm gonna actually try back to this one here. Hopefully it'll be not right away, and we'll have a little bit of a adrenaline to play with, and hopefully we'll be able to successfully take this guy out. Again, this is where that playstyle really comes into effect. Depending on your playstyle, it does make certain parts of the game easier. For example, if we were a hunter, we could just sit back and range this guy. He would never even know we were here. Or if we're a warrior, we could literally just walk up and take this guy out, no effort. However, because this guy, because we're not a warrior build, this fight is quite a bit harder than it needs to be. am gonna see if we can't drag them here. We are far enough away from pretty much all points of civilization. And actually doing it this way, we might even be able to get some extra points of adrenaline here as well as do some additional damage to them.
I want every bone in your body.
So we weren't able to get some adrenaline from the second assassination. But being way out here, we shouldn't have any extra people coming by. So as long as we do keep that bounty low, we should have no issue here.
Death is coming!
Alright, so this is going to be our optimal attempt. We got him far enough away from the road where we won't get any additional interruptions. So it's literally going to be a 1 versus 1 here. I'm pretty sure anyway. Really hoping to. Alright, and there we have it. We finally were able to take him out.
World.
So that's one thing I am finding with this game. Every now and then these load times are just a little longer than they necessarily need to be.
It's gone.
What's gone?
There was a skull here, a small rabbit skull, from your first hunt.
Why would someone take that?
There is only one person who would have taken it. Nikolaos.
Maybe seeing each other again made him think of this place. It did the same to me.
Seems I wasn't the only one yearning for home.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Brasidas, come in.
It's good to see the two of you back home.
It feels good to be here.
You're here instead of in training. What's wrong?
I'm heading to Pylos as soon as I can. I think you may want to come as well.
I'd be happy to return the favor. What's waiting for us in Pylos?
Glory. The Athenians are pushing the Spartans back even as we speak. It would be a devastating loss for Sparta, and I can't allow that to happen.
It sounds like you've lost confidence in Sparta's warriors.
They're as strong as they've ever been. But now they're facing a power they can't even imagine.
Do you mean Deimos?
Yes, that's what the rumors say. A force of nature in the body of a mortal who can cut down any soldier in his path.
If Deimos is in Pylos, we have to stop him.
I'll wait for you at the ship, but be quick. Each moment we waste is another Spartan dead.
Alexios is in Pylos. You have to bring him back, Cassandra.
Bring him back?
We have our home again. We can be a family. It isn't too late.
I'll bring him back, no matter what.
This is serious, Cassandra. We may not get another chance.
I understand. He must have seen the cultists for what they truly are by now.
It doesn't matter what you have to do. Bring back your brother. You must.
Nothing will stop me. I shouldn't keep Brasidas waiting.
Be safe, Cassandra.
Alright, so we're actually going to leave it right there. We'll pick up in our next video about heading out to Pylos and confronting our brother. Again, we do have, you know, we now have our home back. We were able to take out the king, the puppet king, and, you know, now all we have left to do is to get our little baby brother back, and hopefully everything, we can work things out. But anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one all.